What's up, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be tearing into the Keihin FCR carb. So about 60 years ago, the top racing teams asked the Keihin team to put together a new state-of-the-art carburetor. They were looking for that next big best thing, that next big hit. They were looking for more power, baby. Anyway, so the Keihin FCR carb is what they came up with. Now, there's a lot of small pieces, intricate little tiny pieces and seals and whatnot in there, so that leaves a lot more room for error. And I've seen in other videos guys breaking these down or not fully rebuilding them, and yeah, that's what we're going to be going over. This is going to be a 101 how-to step-by-step expert guide on how to rebuild the FCR carb back to factory and get y'all some mo power, baby. So here we go. That's enough talk. This is everything you need to know about the Keihin FCR carb. This is the FCR carb. So this carb came on a bunch of different bikes. The KX, like we're working on, the YZ, you name it. It came on a bunch of. So first thing we want to do is we want to fill this up with gas and check the accelerator pump. You can fill it up right here. You're gonna have to pump it probably like 6-7 times. You know, fill it up a little bit, pump it, fill it up a little bit, pump it, and then you'll start seeing it shoot out. If you see right there. Before you start, some things you definitely want to have is some grease. Your seal grease. This is Mobil 1 synthetic grease. Synthetic bearing grease. It's safe for rubbers, seals, elastomers, stuff like that. So you want to make sure that your grease is good, compatible with your seals. I suggest a JIS screwdriver. It's kind of like a Phillips, but it's not a Phillips. So make sure you got a JIS. You can do it without it, but just be careful not to strip out these screws. It looks like somebody's stripped a couple of these out a little bit. So one other thing, I was watching some videos and I noticed nobody had mentioned it, is on these FCR carbs they had put some paint in the tops of these Allen heads right here on the mid-body. You want to scrape that paint out of there. Don't try to use a hex on that. You're going to end up stripping it out. So just go ahead and clean that. If you got dirt in there, paint, whatever, go ahead and clean that stuff out before you get started. It's going to make your life a lot easier. Next thing we want to do, our fuel screw. We want to bottom it out, count how many turns it takes to go in, and you know, make sure we put it back the same exact way. So just pay attention to how many turns it goes in to bottom out. All right, you can see there it's got the rubber, the washer, spring. Start taking these hoses off. You're definitely going to want an air compressor too when you're doing this, because you can get a lot of the trash. Just with the air compressor. Alright, so also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but before I started, I also knocked off all the dust and dirt on the outside of this. It'll help you out a lot if you can do that before you start. Another thing is your throttle position sensor. Try not to take that off if you don't have to. It could really make your life hell if you take that off and can't get it back in the exact spot. It does have a paint mark on it where it could go back in the same spot, but I recommend, if you absolutely have to take that off, get a utility blade and just barely finely score the case lid and the TPS, and that way when you get it back on there, you can line it up perfectly. A good rule of thumb is kind of the halfway mark. It's an oval. It's not a perfect circle. It's an oval. You can kind of see right there how it's kind of like perfectly in the center. But like I said, even if that's a cut hair off, you know, your bike's, you're gonna kick it 20 times and it ain't gonna start, you know? So it's not gonna run right. Let's start by getting this bottom off. A couple of these are a little boogered up. See how dirty that is. There's sand all in the bowl. And that gasket, that's where I was having a leak at right there. That thing is plumb flat. It's almost recessed. It's so wore out. So let's see, we got the right side of the bike. Let's see. So we got our main jet here. We got our starter jet and our pilot jet down there. Man, that thing is definitely clogged up. So it says 182. Just in case you don't know, so these jets have, you know, slots in them, so you can use a flathead to take them out. Use the biggest flathead you can to get them out, because this brass is really soft, kind of like copper. It's a really soft metal. It's malleable, and if you were to booger up that head any way, it just, you might not get it out. Probably be a nightmare. This is your main jet holder. Let's see if I can get to it now. Them suckers are in there. Somebody put those some bitches in there tight, boy. Put that thing in tight. That says 89. Somebody's definitely messed that one up. Trying to pull it out before. You can just tell by looking at this thing, it's dirty. Can't even see through it at all. You want to be able to see through these. All right, let's get this float out. Even this float looks like it's sitting too low. Breast doesn't really look wore out either, so I got a new one anyway. And you can see right there how that just sits on that hook right there. You can just pull it out, it sits up on there like that. Boom, put your pick, we can pull this out. I don't know if I mentioned how you know these are JISs screws. They look like a Phillips, and then they have a dot on them. I don't know if you can see that right there. Fuel, forget the name, fuel joint. Oh man, I need to clean that. See, it's got 3 O-rings on it. Alright, so on your air screw, you want to count how many turns in till it bottoms out. So next, checking these bad boys out here, the ones that we cleaned the paint out of. Go ahead, lose them all first. Alright, so that's the front of the bike going that way. So when you put it back together, you want to go back the same exact way. So that dimple facing forward. And wow, check that out, man. Look at all that right there. All that sand, dirt. Next thing you want to do, we got 2 more hex heads in there. That's going to remove this cage. Some people might have a safety Torx in there. If you do, hopefully you got a. So I didn't have to heat it up. One little trick I learned a long time ago. Well, first of all, you can grab your pliers on the key like that, and they'll give you a lot more, you know, torque on it. But the thing I learned a long time ago was, on these, if they're really like corroded like this and tight and you can't get them out, try to tighten it a little bit. You know, you may not even see it move, but it just that cunt hair of movement is going to break it free. So give it a little tighten and then try to break it free. If it don't do it, do that a couple times, I promise it'll break free. Got some more seals right there. See that? Dirt right there too. Alright, now we're going to take this top off. see our slide and everything. One other thing on the mid-body right here, you got these O-rings. So we got this seal right here. All the kits come with this seal. Next thing you want to do is take your needle out. Inspect it for wear. So not look too bad. Our kit came with a new one, so we're gonna match those up, make sure they match up identically, because I've seen in a couple videos where guys got these, 2 videos to be exact. One was silver like this, and it said NHL instead of NHJ, and it was like a cut hair off, like a millimeter. It was like so tiny you couldn't see it with like the human eye almost. But that's enough to throw off your carb and your tuning and settings and all that. So make sure if you're swapping out your needle, it's 100% exact. Ours does come with one, so we're gonna check that here in a minute. And then the other one I saw, it was the exact length, but didn't come with grooves in the needle for some reason. It just had one for the clip at the very top, and that's not gonna work either. So if either of those situations happen to you, make sure you get you an exact needle that matches. All right, so now we're gonna take that out. Let's see, where's... Front of the bike is facing camera. That slides in like so. This will be at the front of the bike, front of the carb. And you'll want to say M, not W. See the little mark right there? It says M on it. So when you're looking in the front of the carb here, that damn wheel, you want to see that M. So the little dimple, the little, what do you want to call it, bevel right there, goes down. We're going to take this cam out now. Then we're going to pull the slide out. You want to catch this because it's going to fall. Hold on a second. Pull that out, let it unwind. That hook right there grabs onto that little spot right there. Just like that. Oh yeah, and the washers. Don't forget those washers are in there. It's got a nylon and a metal. The nylon goes on the inside, so when it's sitting inside there and it's on the rod, it's going to sit against there like that. The metal's going to go on this, the nylon's going to go against the case, like so. As you can See how dirty that is. So back in here, there's needle bearings. That right there. There's needle bearings inside there, and the grease is all nasty and it's cake. It's like cake now, not really grease anymore. So you want to get acetone, alcohol, or brake clean, and let it kind of get rid of, like, dissolve the grease away, and then you want to repack it with new grease. You can see there's another needle bearing there. Make sure all the bearings are in there. You never know who's been messing with this thing before you. So that's it right there. We're gonna get those bearings cleaned up. We're gonna finish cleaning everything up. All right, boys, we got it all cleaned up. We're ready to start slapping it back together now. So we're gonna take this down to the 4th position. 1, 2. You're gonna put the clip on like that on the back side, and then you're gonna put your finger right here, and you're gonna find like a metal workbench or wood workbench or something, and you're gonna push down and you'll feel it click in place. Let's start with this bad boy here. Cut out there, cut out here. We're gonna match those up. Let's get us a gasket on there. Whoops. Get ahead of myself here. So put a little grease on that. Grease keeps it in place. Got that perfectly lined up. Tighten those evenly. Yeah, throw some O-rings in these holes here. Oh, and the squares. Let's see, we got our big O-ring, 2 squares. One. Hold your mouth right here. That's the trick. Hold your mouth right. Alright, that goes towards the front. That goes in that hole. This first screw started. Uno más. Money. And that's what I call money. Alright, money, 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 money. That's the mid body. Alrighty. Okay. Let's go ahead and come on up to the top here. First thing I want to do is grease these bearings, grease the needle bearings. I guess take a pick or something. I don't have a little brush or nothing. So we're gonna slide that in, nylon. It'll be nylon washer, metal washer, and then it'll be our slide holder. Alright boys, so we got the needle. Got the needle clip on. Just gonna drop that down in there. Like so. Got that drop down in there. Came through nicely. Alright, let's see. Get that thing down hand tight. And then just a touch. These threads are plastic, you don't want to strip them out. Alright, what's next? What's next? That's our hot start. Okay, let's see. We're going to throw this top on. Bit of grease. change this one out too. Shit, I got that the first time. Smallest amount I can get. Alright. So we're gonna push this cover down to get to where it's touching on all of them. Accelerator pump on. All right, let's see. Set that to the side. Come over here. All right, boys, it's the next day. Ran out of time last night, so let's get back at it. I did find out also, stock, the 07 comes with a 40. The way I got it, had a 45 in it. I had this 42 laying around, so we're gonna use a 42. Now the needle pilot, make sure you get that plastic piece on there. There you go. Main jet. Next, we want to get the float in. So this can go on just like this, through there, and then it just loops up on there like that. See how it's attached. Bit of grease on that, help it glue down. Make sure that AP rod goes in the hole. Just gonna get them all touching for now. And once we get them all on, then we'll Start torquing them. You gotta use Loctite on these if you don't want to, because they do have the lock rings on these new ones. I'm just going to. Make sure it's not red Loctite. Don't forget your damn hose holders. And don't put them upside down. Just like that. The hose holders go on the back of the carb. I'm an idiot. Alright. Now right here, that's going to be your air screw holder bracket. So let's go ahead and get that air screw in. We're going to tighten it all the way down. And then do our, you know, however many turns back out that you counted originally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a quarter. Alright, now we can take this over here. It's got a little nipple right there. Take your screw back out. One hole goes in the nipple, one goes over the screw hole. Still Loctite on that. So just 2 fingers, you know, tighten them as much as you can, 2 fingers. Go around twice. All right. Fuel screw. Right there. Make sure you got your spring, your flat metal washer, and your rubber washer. Spring. Metal washer, rubber washer. Take it all the way in. So I'll take it out. Now we want to back it out about anywhere from 2 to 2.5 turns. We're just gonna go about 2 1/4. So 1, there's 2, that's 2 1/4 right there. So that's our base on the tuning. We're gonna have to tune it more once we get it on the bike.
Now reinstall if and carb.
Alright boys, I just want to take a quick second to say I hope that video helped y'all out, and hope y'all learned something from that. I got a lot more big shit coming, but if that did help y'all out, please consider just hitting that like, subscribe button for me. That really helped me out. About 90% of people that my videos help, nobody's subscribing. So it only takes a second. It's free, guys. Hit the damn button. Anyway, love y'all guys. Got a lot more shit coming. I'll see y'all there. Peace.